We're going to be looking at finding the slope when we are given a graph. So when we look at the graph, you are looking for really nice grid lines where the line crosses. So if you look here, there's a nice one, and you can choose any set. It doesn't matter which. Usually the closer together, the better. And then you have to count out for slope. We remember we use an M for slope, and that is equal to rise over run. So we start at one point and we count out the spaces. So first, if we start here, our rise is 1. So we can write down our rise of 1 over, and then we can count out our run. So again, we had a rise of 1 and a run of 1, 2. So that's what our run is. Now there's another way you could do this. You might have started at a different point. So we go or, and these are alternatives. Again, rise over run. Let's say you started at this point right here. You would run backwards. This would be in the negative direction, so my run would be negative. So my run, which is on the bottom, is -2. And then if I look, I ran backwards 1, 2, and then I counted down 1. So if I'm counting down for my rise, that would be -1 as well. And a negative divided by a negative is a positive, and we get the same answer. And maybe we tried a different set of points that were further apart. So if we take a look at that, we could go and do, let's say I started here, I could go from here, and we're going to count all the way over to here. So if we look at that, we count up 1, 2, so I get a rise of 2. And then, so we did our 1, 2, and a run of 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got a run of 4. If we look, I can reduce that. If I divide the top and the bottom both by 2, I will divide this by 2 and this by 2. That's how I reduce. And I would get 1 over 2. And you'll see that this is the same as this, is the same as this. So all those methods you can use to find the slope of a line if you're given the graph.